Good morning, everyone. Since yesterday, there have been a news that the IPOB members, others risk jail terms as Nigerian House of Reps proposed 25-year imprisonment, 10 million fine for separatist agitation. Now, in this video, I want us to look into the details of this bill so that you will understand how the nature of the bill they are proposing that have passed second reading. First of all, this bill is being sponsored by the Speaker of House of Rep Abbas, and any bill sponsored by the Speaker is a bill that will fly so fast because he has his men on ground who will make sure that the bill will fly so fast. But I can tell you categorically that this bill is not going to fly. This bill is not going to go anywhere, because if this bill worked out, meaning Nigeria will be worse than any military regime countries. Now, I want us to look into these articles. I'm going to read these articles out. I want you to pay attention. I'm going to explain so many things I have studied from this bill they are, proposing. Now, the article says that the Nigerian House of Representatives has introduced the Counter-Subversion Bill 2024, which aims to impose stringent penalties on individuals involved in separatist agitation or action that incite intergroup or sectional conflicts. According to the proposed legislation, anyone convicted of such offenses could face a prison sentence up to 25 years, a fine of 10 million, or both, the Sun reports. The bill's explanatory memoranda states that the legislation seeks to criminalize subversive activities by a wide range of groups, including association, organization, militias, cults, bandits, and other proscribed entities. Remember that Nnamdi, Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, and Sunday Igboho have agitated for the separate nations of Biafra and Oduduwa Yoruba, respectively. The bill sponsored by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas is set for its second reading, where its general principle will be debated. The bill stipulates that anyone found guilty of destroying national symbol, refusing to recite the national anthem and pledge, defacing a place of worship with intent to incite violence, or undermining the federal government shall face a fine of 10 million naira, a 10-year prison sentence, or both. That is to say that, like, when they were singing national anthem and Aisha Yusuf was sitting down, she risked a 10-year, jail term. Let me finish the article before I will explain what I want to explain. So, meanwhile, it states that anyone who set up an illegal roadblocks, performs unauthorized traffic duties, imposes an illegal curfew, or organizes unlawful procession will be subject to a fine of 2 million naira, 5 years in prison, or both upon conviction. However, the bill imposes a fine of 4 million or a 2-year prison sentence for anyone convicted of insulting, defaming, embarrassing, or bringing into disrepute the leadership of a community, religion, lawful group, local government, state, or federal government. So, you cannot even talk about any politician again. You cannot even come out to say what they are doing is bad again. You go to jail. I'm coming. Okay, let me read to the end of the article. Section 2, 5, 6, and 10 of the proposed legislation further state that any person who engage in activities that foster mutual suspicion, mistrust, or intolerance leading to conflict and violence that threaten Nigerian corporate existence, peace, and security commits an offense and is liable to a fine of 5 million, a 10-year prison term, or both. A person who forcefully takes over any place of worship, town hall, school, premise, public or private place, arena, or similar place through duress, undue influence, subterfuge, or other similar activities commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 5 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 10 years, or both. A person who professes loyalty, pledges, or agrees to belong to an organization that disregards the sovereignty of Nigeria, commits an offense, and is liable on conviction for a fine of 3 million or imprisonment for a term of 4 years or both. A person who receives financial or political support from a foreign organization, group, or country that is not compatible with the interest, development, security, and progress of Nigeria commits an offense and liable on conviction to a fine of 15 million or imprisonment for a term of 20 years of both. I hope you're understanding what I'm reading out. Section 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 20 of the bill stipulates that any individual, group, or organization involved in activities that undermine the national security, disrupt community harmony, disturb peaceful coexistence, or impede law and order will be deemed to have committed an offense. Upon conviction, the penalty is fine of 3 million naira, imprisonment for up to 5 years or both. The bill further reads, a person, group, or organization that persistently disregards, disobeys, or disrespects constituted authority, rules, regulation, order, or contravene the law willfully commits an offense and is liable on conviction to 3 years imprisonment at the first instance and 7 years for a subsequent offense, or to a fine of 5 million or both. A person who habitually violates the law, refuses or prevents arrest, disrupts legal process or proceedings, engages in contrary behavior, or persistent and recalcitrant defiance and rebellion against constituted authority commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 5 million naira or 7 years imprisonment or both. A person who establishes, creates, operates, or maintains funds, supports, or assists paramilitary group, guide, brigade, organization, corps, union, militia, court, or bandit group under whatever name or guise except establishment by law passed by the National Assembly or State House of Assembly commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 10 million or 15 years imprisonment or both. And this thing continue to go on and on and on. And this was any individual unlawfully construct a structure on or occupies a public space, road, or field without authorization from the relevant authority commit offense upon conviction, the individual is liable to a fine of 1 million, imprisonment for up to 3 years, and so on and so forth. Now, let me stop the articles here. I think you have had a glance of what the bill they are proposing is all about. Now, let me tell you, this bill is all about to clamp down the citizens. You won't have any freedom to protest any longer. If you protest, you risk jail term up to 10 years, because you can't do, they say they will call it illegal procession. And when you are forming group, even though the law gives you the power of peaceful assembly, the law gives you power, of peaceful organization, that you can just gather, you have the right to protest, but this law is contrary to, existing constitution. Now, when I was studying the principles of law, I was taught one thing, that before any law could be passed or any legislation could be passed into law, that it has to go through 3 tests. One is compatibility test, one is public policy test, and one is repugnancy test. Number 1 is that the law must not be repugnant to natural justice and equity. And I can tell you categorically that this bill is not going to work in Nigeria. Instead of this bill to work in Nigeria, will be on the streets. Instead of this bill to work in Nigeria, we will occupy the National Assembly. Instead of this bill to work in Nigeria, we will make sure that House of Assembly, we send them there. It will make it uncomfortable by protesting. Now, apart from the what is it called? The issue of natural justice and equity, the bill is not compatible to the existing laws. So it has failed the compatibility test. This bill is not compatible to existing law in the sense that it is opposing the fundamental human rights of the citizens. Nigeria is becoming a tyrant state. Look at what a speaker of a House of Assembly have the guts to propose. Nigeria is becoming a tyrant state, and this thing is going to bite everyone. But Nigeria is ripe for a revolution. All these things can go on like this. Now, apart from this, the public policy test, this bill cannot pass the public policy test. I want Nigerians to understand that this is targeted to everyone who is protesting. There is a fear that people from the north, people from the southeast, and so many parts of the country don't have faith in the country and they want to secede. That is the essence of this bill. They are just trying to raise a bill to subvert. In fact, let me tell you, the right to say I don't belong to a country is a fundamental human right. You have the right to live. If Nigeria is killing people, Nigeria is not making people to progress, Nigeria is not protecting lives and property, I think that is the bill they're supposed to pass to incriminate the legislatures and the executive and the armed forces who fail to protect lives and property. Not to incriminate people who want to protest because they are dying. Abbas, this thing will not work. It will not work. So, for people who are afraid of this bill, that when it comes out, it's going to impact so many people, I can tell you categorically clear that this thing is not going to work. It's not going to work. Not in this life and not in the life to come. It's not going to work. So, let me know what you think about it. But something must be done urgently to stop this bill. And Nigerians must come together to speak one voice against such bill. And if it is in a good country, the Speaker Abbas supposed to be impeached immediately for bringing a bill that is against fundamental human rights. And these are the reasons why people said, this country, we don't want to belong to it. We don't want to belong to this country because this is not a country. Ibrahim Traore was the military leader of Burkina Faso. He was making a statement that if killing your citizens who are protesting is the democracy you want us to come and join, we don't want that kind of democracy. He was talking to Tinubu and his fellow ECOWAS presidents. If killing your protesters is the democracy you want us to come and join, we don't want that kind of democracy. That is what Ibrahim Traore is saying. We don't want that kind of democracy. So, Speaker Abbas, if this is the democracy you people want, we don't want this kind of democracy. This is not democracy. You are trying to strike power away from the people. And it's not going to work. Not in this life, not in the life to come. Let me know what you think about this. We are going to have a live session where we'll have, public opinion about